This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, head over to bigheadsmedia.com.
Previously on TV Tuners.
How was I supposed to know that running over Stairmaster and killing him was vehicular manslaughter?
The Earth Federation has developed a new doozy bot.
I'm Goku.
Wow, I would like the chicken tendies. Yes, thank you.
Swanson, you need to get your shit together.
Stairs an oil baron now?
And now, TV Tuners Denver continues.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. It's a
Denver.
television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive in the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and the slutty twin, Stairmaster.
Hey, look at my boobs.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's something that we should do.
You can see them for all 58 minutes.
You're a teenager, so I don't know if that's something we should be looking at.
It's okay, I'm played by a 30-year-old.
Alright. And with us, as always, is our other co-host and bounty hunter who realizes that these people probably aren't bounty hunters, Kyorain.
Oh, I just work at the yogurt shop and I collect bounties. It's a living.
Spot on!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, does this mean you're the pure and Christian
Yeah.
twin Swanson?
Yeah, that's right.
Without the huge rack?
That's right. I do not sin without repenting first.
You like
There
praying?
you go. Yeah,
Yeah, Swanson likes praying and missionary.
that's right. My favorite positions. What is praying position, Stairmaster?
On your knees.
On the knees.
Oh, okay. And you're
And
just
reverse cowgirl.
praying that dick.
I'm giving a tithe.
Welcome to TV Tuners, where we talk about nothing but television, the latest and greatest in it. And if you like what you're hearing so far, why not consider subscribing?
No way.
Yeah, we're available.
Or if you like dick.
Yeah, that too. We're available on all of the podcast catchers of your choice: Google
Collectors.
Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and more. Yeah, go ahead and give us a subscribe and maybe a 5-star review.
No way. No one would do that. That's crazy.
What about 4.5?
4.5's okay, I guess, if you're only a partial fan. But if you're a true Toon head, you're gonna want to give 5 stars.
If you are a true toonhead and give us 5 stars, I'll give you head.
Oh,
Parody satire.
Oh,
Stairmaster will not have sex with you.
not a guarantee. Yeah, you know, Mr. Gimmicked Fathead is waiting
Oh, God.
for that offer to be on the table.
You probably had to pause this episode, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know
To
what
post
you mean.
hornily on Twitter, it's what I mean.
Speaking of Twitter, we do have a Twitter page at TV Tuners, filled with great TV content, curated by our wonderful intern, Michelle?
Mikhail?
Michael.
Mikhailov?
Mitchell.
Whoever they are, we're glad that they're doing their job. And you can go over there for great TV content, or use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
What if I want more?
If you want like a more personal touch, like if you have something that you want read aloud on the pod,
Yes. Because I am a narcissist.
well, maybe you
Like
could
all of our fans.
maybe you could email us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kyorain?
So we have an email now, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, news to me. So it's probably something like, I don't know, probably TV Tuners was taken, so you had to add like podcast at the end of it, something lame like that. So it's probably like TV Tuners podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. You can send all of your quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise. You can be like Solid Geo,
Oh.
who sent us this email. Did you guys do this?
Wait, how did he know we had an email?
He probably listens to the
Wow.
pod.
Wait, maybe this is a foresight.
Oh, yeah. And all that's contained inside of this email is a link to a news article from CBS Denver,
Ooh.
where we are located, of course. Cannabis customers can now buy marijuana from vending machines in Colorado.
Fuck yeah!
How's that work? Do you have to like,
Oh, I'm
do
gonna
you have to like
die.
put your driver's license in so it can card you?
I don't know. It's I'm going to read the whole story here because it's pretty short. You can now buy marijuana from a vending machine in Colorado. The Strawberry Fields dispensary has 4 pot vending machines operating at one location in Pueblo. In Pueblo? I don't know. The machine holds up to 2,000 products, including flour, edibles, and vape oil.
Yes. Ooh.
Vape
Customers
juice.
browse their favorite cannabis products, add to their bag, and request checkout, the website states.
Ooh.
Matt Frost, the founder and CEO of the company, told the Denver Post the machine is designed for experienced cannabis customers who don't necessarily need that one-on-one interaction with a bud tender. Hold on.
I'm a bud tender.
They're
if you
called
know what
bud
I mean.
tenders?
Hey, well, what else are you going to call them?
I mean,
Yeah.
is that better or worse than mixologist?
Better. Yeah, that's probably better. But no, I don't think we had anything to do with this, but I am pleased to hear about it.
That's very good, Snivelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad we're not allowed to get any intoxicants while we're heading up the TV Tuners podcast, Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime after.
As
is free
professionals.
game, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to get my bud tender license.
Wow.
Well, you're going to be a bartender and a bud tender?
Yeah, why not? I already got one tender job. Might as well get the other.
Imagine a dispensary where when you walk in, everyone knows your name.
Yeah, that's a good Cheers reboot idea. It's just a weed dispensary.
Oh, no.
Norm is just like a burnout. Everyone's just like, Norm. What's up, man?
Do you think Norm would, constantly be burning his throat?
Yes.
Yeah.
The worst thing I could think about of Cheers is the idea of Cliff Clavin on weed.
Ooh. Oh my god, imagine if Frasier was there and he was like a mooch.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Because he's a psychologist, he can't buy any himself.
Yeah. He's just like, "Who got anything to spare?" Listen, NBC, hit us up. We've got this idea.
Yeah, his job would be very stressful.
I'm just picturing Frasier with major munchies.
I could see that.
Niles, give me the Pringles.
Yeah.
And their dad, who's like 110, has to come in and
They're-
tell them to share.
the
Oh
guy
yeah,
who
same
played-
actors, by the way.
The guy who played their dad is dead.
Ooh,
So,
CGI.
animatronics.
the dog is also dead, so I guess you have to get 2 CGIs in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, a CGI dog and a CGI man.
Yeah.
No, CGI man and an animatronic dog.
What happens if they get them mixed up and they accidentally have the CGI dog do all the dad scenes?
Yeah, how long would that mistake remain in the edit?
Yeah. I'm picturing now I'm picturing an episode of Frasier where he has to worry about his dog nagging him. Like he's bringing a lady over, but his dog keeps coming out and watching TV on the chair.
His dog who has like a human skeleton rig on the model.
Yeah, and who's talking with a voice. He's like, "Hey, Frage! I'm trying to watch TV here. What are you doing?"
Why do we always come up with Frasier bits?
Frasier's an indelible pop culture landmark.
Do you guys remember that Adult Swim show Xavier Renegade Angel?
a little bit.
Sort of. It's a whole fever dream of a show. So.
I remember more of 12-ounce mouths.
Well, you remember what the guy what Xavier looks like, right?
Yes.
Okay, what if that was Frasier's dad now?
Oh.
Same voice still, though.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. I'd watch that.
I think I would legitimately be interested in that crossover.
I'd watch a YouTube clip of that and be like, nice. Anyway, Gio, thanks for the email. And
What was it again?
It was about the weed.
Maybe I've been smoking too much.
Now, do you
probably.
think that Gio was trying to get us to purchase from this vending machine? Is that the goal here?
So he could to mooch off of us?
Maybe.
I mean, Gio would have to come to Denver in order to do that. Sounds like a bad deal.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're not allowed to have any visitors, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm pretty sure we've had visitors.
the doors and windows are boarded off from the outside.
True, but also this is a set, so only half of a house really exists. So
We're exposed to the elements.
Yeah, but no one's exposed to us.
It gets
Unless you're
really
listening.
cold in the winter, supposedly, here. Like, there's, snow and stuff. That's going to be, cold.
Ooh, I just looked at the calendar. I got some bad news about the winter.
What would you say? Put it in a TV sort of tagline that we've heard before.
You're not gonna need SPF 1 million?
No. TV.
You would say
TV.
winter is approaching, perhaps? Winter is forthcoming?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Okay.
You know what killed the dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah? What?
The next 3 months from now.
I think winter is coming, Stairmaster.
Oh.
And that's spelled C-U.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come on, you're almost there.
C-U-M-M.
Oh, double M.
I-N-G.
Ugh.
Yeah, winter's going to be coming all over us.
It's gonna.
Oh, you know how angels, when the thunderstorms, that's them bowling? Well, winter.
Okay, I think I'm done with this train of thought.
Yeah, I think we should just end the episode right there.
Instead, how about we get to our Tweet of the Week segment, huh?
Oh, what is the tweet of the week again? Oh, this tweet of the week is about the show we watched.
Oh.
At Mama Nikes, pronunciation unclear, tweeted, please watch Teenage Bounty Hunters on Netflix, and if I don't convince you alone, maybe this review will. And the review she posted...
Hold on. What, you're missing a part
They
here.
posted... Oh yeah, it's 2 tear emojis. Sob.
Also, their display name is Paul Rudd Stan.
Yes.
So, I feel that.
Do you think they're a real big fan of that show? We didn't like that much.
Where Paul Rudd is... There's 2 Paul Rudds.
Ant-Man 2?
Yeah, 2 Paul Rudds.
Yeah, they probably like that.
Yes, Ant-Man 2. Now there's 2 of them.
That's right.
Ant-Man 2, The Sixth Day.
All right, let's get
And
this
it was
review.
called Ant-Man 2 and not like
Alright.
Ant-Man and the Wasp or something.
Ant-Man and Knuckles.
Yeah.
All
what's
right,
this
so
review
they-
say?
User review posted by Cloudbuster63, 5 out of 10. I hatred of everything normal.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's a pretty high score for that title.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a show written by people that hate Christianity, traditional morals, Southerners, Republicans, hunting, white people, and the family, then this is a show for you.
Nice. Finally.
On the plus side, the sisters are extremely attractive.
Beautiful.
Is that why they got 5 out of 10? Because the sisters
Yeah,
are
remember
hot?
the title of the show, Teenage Bounty Hunters.
It would have got 1 out of 10, but it got 2 extra points for each sister.
Yes, 5 out of 48 people found this review helpful. If you're listening to this podcast and you see that guy on the street, well,
Satire.
Well,
you know.
lucky enough, I am looking for a show that hates all these things.
yeah.
That is kind of our target demographic.
So, yeah, people who hate all of these things, you might like TV tuners.
I mean, I was with it until it started talking about white people and the family. Like, I don't know if I hate
normal,
those things.
Kyorain. Those are normal things.
Look, I hate the family, but not white people.
As a white person, I do, in fact, hate white people.
I think you need to be more negative, Keo.
Okay, well, I hate all people. How about that?
Oh, wow.
No lives
Keo.
matter.
Keo's working on his stand-up for the 1990s.
Keo, you are wearing that as a t-shirt.
Yeah, but I wasn't specific towards any race, though. Now I'm just, I hate all races. I hate all...
Well, I have heard you referred to as sort of a brutal nihilist before.
Yeah, Kia, every time I come over, Kia just wants me to watch Falling Down with him.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
I am an adolescent imbecile, according to some guy on Twitter.
Oh.
Wow, now we're all Frasier-like.
Congratulations, Mama Nikes, because I'm tuning in on this bad boy.
Yeah, good tweet. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you for waking me up.
So yeah, congratulations. That's our tweet of the week. You've done a good job, a good service. A winner is you. All right, so that's it for the tweet of the week segment. So let's get to we got achievements this week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that gold star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so hype. What's your achievement, Keo?
I get to pick my own achievement.
Oh no, I thought you already assigned it.
No, the achievements haven't been assigned yet, Stairmaster. Don't be so weird.
Oh, my achievement is to jump the gun on every segment this week.
Oh, well, yeah. That's a good achievement for you. Let's see if you can keep that up. I have a feeling you'll earn that gold star in no time. Keo, your achievement this week is to say 2 nice things about the representation on this show.
Ooh,
okay. All right, I can do that. All right, and Stairmaster, your achievement is to, from this point forward, not sexualize any underage characters on this program.
I'm glad you put in that from this point forward.
Yeah,
since he did it
That's
at the
very
top.
helpful. Yes. Swanson, your achievement is to say 2 negative things about representation on the show.
I can probably achieve that, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, that's our achievements. Let's get to what the rabble is saying about this show, huh?
we're going with that title still.
I guess.
What?
I don't have
What
anything
the mess.
better.
What the filth is saying.
The peasants.
What's the rabble got to say about this? So as we did last week, and I guess for the foreseeable future, we've got 2 IMDb reviews here, and some critics. What the critics are saying from Rotten Tomatoes, some blurbs.
Okay,
So who wants to go first?
I'm going to go first. I have a positive review. This one is an 8 out of 10. Title is the user is Lair Colin, and the title is Twin Facts. So the review reads, as a twin, I can confidently say that with 100% truth that twins are not telepathic. 7 out of 7 found this helpful.
Huh, okay. I feel like that might be... All right. So they're positive. They're kind of positive on the show.
I mean, they didn't say anything good about the show. They only said that it was inaccurate, but they still gave it an 8 out of 10. So I guess they liked it, but just had a little nitpick about twin representation.
Which is good. It's a good fact to know that twins are, in fact, not telepathic. All right, so that's a good review from Keo. I'm gonna butt in here before you guys get your IMDb fest going on. And I actually have 2 critics reviews. One rotten one, and one fresh one.
Yeah, fresh, like a nice clean tomato.
Yeah, I also have a third one here that seems to have been butchered by Rotten Tomatoes' sort of blurb algorithm.
Uh-oh.
But we'll get to that one last. This first one's the positive review by Daniel Diodario from Variety. He says, Teenage Bounty Hunters is not perfect television, but it's infused with the sort of small-scale, needle-sharp sensibility that can't be achieved by committee, nor, really, by anyone fearful of falling flat.
Interesting.
So some sort of insight into the process, perhaps.
That's a take.
So he's saying it's unique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's saying it's not a corporate product.
It's not a corporate product?
That's his take.
I don't know.
Produced this.
That is Dimmy Doan's opinion.
Dimmy Done?
Yeah, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, wrote this piece. I think they're talking about the fact that the creator wrote most of the episodes.
Oh. Well, that is true. Allegedly.
And we've got this rotten one here by Melanie McFarlane of Salon.com.
Ooh.
Who writes, Teenage Bounty Hunters isn't Frontline. I realize this. But it's not expecting much to want characters treading similar spiritual territory as Veronica Mars and Drop Dead Gorgeous to be blessed with more wit than the creator saw fit to give them.
Wait. When she says it isn't Frontline, she's not talking about the
She's talking about
news
Frontline
program.
NBC, I think.
What?
I don't understand.
I feel like the blurb might have dropped off at the wrong point. Like, maybe you shouldn't have kept that line in where you mentioned that Teenage Bounty Hunters isn't Frontline, because it doesn't make sense in this context.
Yeah, this program needs to talk more about the conflict in Syria.
Yeah. And then we've got this one here from Melissa Camacho of Common Sense Media, which seems to have been butchered in some way, because it reads, Violence, sex, and fresh, funny, female-centered comedy.
I like all those things, except females.
Yeah, you don't just like females, you love them.
Yes, I respect all women are queens.
So I don't know what to make of that, but
seems good. It does have the word fresh in it, right?
yeah, and it is a fresh take. It's 4 out of 5. I guess
that's 80%.
It feels like they cut off in the middle of them listing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Anyways, and now I got the negative review from Rich7354, who wrote, Huge disappointment, 2 out of 10.
Ooh.
The first 2 episodes did an excellent job of setting this up as a comedy and satire. Inexplicably, the rest of the season abandoned that and went down the rabbit hole of teen melodrama. Not what I wanted. My man, it's titled Teenage Bounty Hunters. What do you think is going to happen?
I saw a couple IMDb reviews where people were referring to it as a satire. What's it a satire of exactly?
It's a satire of American culture.
The joke is that these young people have a job.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And can go outside whenever they want.
Yeah.
0 out of 5 found this helpful.
Are we gonna get a wave of TV shows that are about quarantine, like in a few months? Because it takes a while to develop them.
Yeah,
we'll get a silent running reboot.
All of 2021 is going to be shows and movies that are like references to quarantine.
Well, we should get a show like a version of The Punisher, but he's punishing people who are breaking quarantine.
So he just at his window with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Put on your mask, punk.
So he's just gonna gun down Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he would in real life.
Yeah. The criminal stairmaster.
You broke the law. I can't handle it.
So yeah, that's what the rabble thinks. So with that out of the way, let's get to what are you guys watching this week? Anything fun, interesting?
No.
Oh, all right. Thanks for that segment.
I watch. You want to hear me talk about Eastern Promises with Viggo Mortensen and some other people?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of an uneven film. Yeah. So Viggo Mortensen kills a bunch of dudes in a bathhouse while nude. So it's like at least a 3-star film.
Wait, he's nude or he's killing nude people?
No, he's nude. The guys are clothed.
Oh.
And they have knives.
Why is he nude?
Because he's at a bathhouse.
Like they come after him?
Oh, okay. They come after him in the bathhouse.
Yes.
Okay.
See, the way you phrased it made it sound like he was the aggressor in the situation.
Oh, no. He's a nice boy.
You know,
he doesn't kill anyone.
A missing baby. They want something with the mother. I think I've seen this before. Isn't that Perry Mason?
You mean HBO's Perry Mason?
Yeah. Former episode of the show?
I guess you're right. There's nothing new under the sun.
I also heard that episode 8 has a scene where Perry Mason gets into a fight in a bathhouse.
What?
Not really.
I get.
But he just gets ragdolled like that one scene. And
he just makes the Half-Life 2 death sounds. Well, I made that joke already the last time we talked about that. Sorry.
You can make it again. Double joke.
Yeah, I'm like Dane Cook.
Yeah.
My jokes never get old, no matter how much you hear them.
But he did. You see that guy recently? God damn.
No, I don't want to think about getting old.
So go
Things
do
are
yourself
just-
a favor and look up current day Dane Cook. It's not good.
Don't look up current day Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah. Alright, so this week
Oh, I just did. Ooh, that's not right.
Yeah. It's jaked up, some would say.
Wait, he was Aragorn? Gorn?
No. Dane Cook was not Aragorn.
No, I meant Viggo Mortensen.
Yes, Viggo Mortensen was.
Men shall become demons. That is this week's episode.
Could you imagine Lord of the Rings with Dane Cook?
I don't even remember what Dane Cook sounds like.
Doesn't matter what he sounds like. Okay,
So, yeah.
I'm calm.
I'm calm. I'm normal.
So this week I decided to give Quibi another shot before I deleted the app.
Ooh,
And I
wrong
watched,
move.
I decided to watch a comedy because, dramas don't seem to work in an 8-bit format, but comedies, that could work, right?
Yes.
So I decided to watch the Mapleworth Murders, which is a sort of light parody of Murder, She Wrote, where this lady played by SNL writer Paula Pell is like a writer who lives in a small town, and every week these people just get murdered in weird ways. Usually guest stars, like everyone's favorite voice actor from Archer and Rick and Morty, Chris Parnell, was in this one.
Oh,
And
I was hoping you'd say H. John Benjamin.
He gets murdered by a butcher.
Okay, that's fine.
And it's a lot of like wacky comic scenarios here. It's good. It's fine. I don't know if I would suggest anyone get Quibi for it, but it's fun. It's a fun little 8-minute chunk of stuff here.
So you're saying tune in for Quibi?
You want to say tune into crime.
Yeah, I'm saying don't get Quibi. But if you were looking for something to watch that and you were like super desperate and like nothing else was on, maybe you find this.
So you're saying
Somehow.
the good stuff's on Quibi, Swanson, in other words.
I'm going to say this is a good thing on Quibi. I can't say that anything else is, because I deleted it after watching 3 episodes of this.
Okay. Alright, so that's a tune in for Quibi from Swanson. Wow.
That is our new preferred streaming service on TV tuners.
That's not it.
Are we sponsored by Quibi now?
Yes.
That's not it, Chief. No. Unfortunately, Quibi doesn't like us, I don't think. Has Keo got anything going on?
I
Busy
watched
boy this week, Keo.
I watched another episode of the anime program Fire Force, if you want to hear about that.
Alright, let me get on my bowl of cereal.
Okay.
I don't even have anything to say about Fire Force.
Yeah, I mean,
Go on.
Me neither, really, except for it's getting more interesting.
Oh, that's good.
Congrats.
But would it be better if there were 5 Gundams, each with their own unique gimmicks?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, and they fight fire monsters.
Yes,
Yeah.
by shooting them.
Yeah, that seems plausible.
They're just giving us all these mysteries, man. It's like mystery time. It's like, hey guys, check out this mystery.
Is
do
it
you
like
think-
Attack on Titan? Is it like a box?
Yeah, basement.
There's no box or basement. There is a mysterious like structure that they're trying to check out, but it's not a box.
Ooh.
Secret
I think
building.
Attack on Titan would be way better if it had Heavy Arms Gundam in it.
Yeah.
How many Titans do you think you could kill before you ran out of ammo?
Probably like 200.
That's great.
Yeah, all right. I like the
Now,
sound of that.
I just had an idea for the podcast. We need a mystery.
Oh, we do.
We need Swanson to get a box.
Are we not considering the fact that we've been transported to Denver by a mysterious force a mystery?
Oh, that is a good question.
Yeah, I guess that's a mystery. So
I just assumed it was God.
Yeah, well, expand on that.
So are you saying God was the one on that TV screen talking to us with a voice changer?
They did. That individual did give us a lot of orders and commandments.
Yeah, but it does feel like that God wouldn't have to use a TV screen.
Why did God...
I don't know. Maybe it's like an American God situation where television is the new God.
Yeah.
Why did God send you a text message that said horn and then 3 minutes later added a Y?
Maybe there's an immaculate conception going on. My belly has been a little bit swollen.
I think you're just gaining weight.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Stairmaster, but you're putting on what they call the COVID-19.
Oh!
Where you get 19 pounds.
Are we sure that message came from them? It could have come from anyone.
Well, they did follow up that message by saying, I am not the TV Tuners banisher.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but the person on the TV did acknowledge sending you salacious text messages because of loneliness, so...
Oh, yeah.
It is quite a mystery. One that we'll probably have to solve someday. Not now.
Nah.
Oh, wait, maybe it's just Mr. Gimmick Fathead.
Oh, that's the... Oh my god, that makes perfect sense.
Does he have the kind of capabilities to throw us into an entirely different city?
I don't know what's possible with that guy.
Look, he probably has vast resources at his disposal that we're just not apprised of.
Lots of, men that he doesn't want to talk about. Lots of powerful men. Alright, well, that's it for what we talked about this week, TV-wise. So let's get to the news, huh? Yeah, there's tons of great news this week.
Yeah, what happened?
Definitely wasn't a slow week in news at all.
What happened in the TV town, Swanson? Lay it on me.
Well, we've talked about Comedy Central wanting to switch into some animation lately because they're rebooting, like Daria and Beavis and Butthead and Clone High and Ren and Stimpy.
The Simpsons.
Yeah, they're rebooting The Simpsons.
That's what they're going to do when Dan Castellaneta dies.
Yeah, they're just going to reboot it. So what they've decided to do now, in an apparent cost-cutting measure, is cancel 2 of their longer-running shows.
Ooh, what are those?
Drunk History and Tosh.0.
Tosh.0?
Tosh is gone.
Oh my god.
Tosh.0?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, there goes Tosh. That would be my headline.
Now I know how people felt when those towers fell.
Can I say a few words about Tosh.0?
Sure.
Yes.
So, I just have to say, the comedic antics of Johnny Tosh are really gonna be missed.
Yeah, I'm really gonna miss John Berg Toshenstein.
I'm really gonna miss the amazing, hilarious clips that they would play on that program, and just the raw charisma of Johnny Tosh. He really brightened up my evenings watching Tosh.0. He was just always so charming and funny, and he was just so authentic and made me feel, like everything was gonna be okay when I tuned into his program. It was just a real delight, and it's a real shame we couldn't talk about Tosh.0 on the podcast, because I'll be honest with you guys. Tosh.0 changed my life.
Yeah, what am I going to watch now that Tosh.0 is gone? Ridiculousness?
Yeah, where am I going to find people getting hit in the balls on the internet?
Yeah. How will I find it now without Tosh? Remember that time Tosh.0 was on stage and he said, and he got heckled, and then he said, what if that lady got raped?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
you don't remember this?
No. Was this at the Laugh Factory as well?
No, I don't think so, but it happened a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
let me see.
Look,
back when Johnny Tosh.0 was in his height.
Some people get offended by, Johnny
Being
Tosh.
threatened with rape. Wait, hold on. It says it was at the Laugh Factory.
Oh my god. A history.
I mean, some people get offended by Johnny Tosh's, over-the-top, crude humor, but I found that particular joke really hilarious. I laughed really hard.
Oh, you did? Can you repeat it for us?
Okay, alright, so hopefully nobody took me talking about Tosh.0 like that seriously. I really hope not.
Well, if you love Tosh.0, of course, you can always go watch Brickleberry.
Is that Johnny
It was an
Tosh's
animated
other...
sitcom he made where it was like a bunch of park rangers or some shit.
And they were gay?
No, they were all... Yeah, it was like crude humor. Also, who could forget Tosh.0 is in the seminal hit, The Love Guru.
Wasn't that from 2004?
Something like that. He's been around a
How
while.
old? What the fuck?
It's from 2008.
Time is a mystery.
Anyway, yeah, good on Johnny Tosh. He can ride out his sort of career here.
Misogyny.
Yeah.
Okay, what was his actual name?
Daniel Tosh. So speaking of drunk history for a second, the first casualty.
I actually did watch a few episodes of that. I know I was amused.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's fun. It's funny. The show, apparently, one of the reasons it got cut is because of the recreations of historical settings that they have to do. So it's a little slightly pricier than something like Tosh, where it's just a dude standing in front of a bunch of screens.
Like he's the architect from The Matrix.
Yeah, but only this time the architect's like, watch this guy get hit in the nuts.
Yeah, it's just Keanu Reeves getting hit in the nuts, but in different ways. He has different reactions.
Look at this.
I have orchestrated this man being struck in his scrotal area.
These balls have been smashed before, and we've become increasingly efficient at it.
His balls have been smashed before, and they will be smashed again.
This is for your sake. Please laugh at this.
No,
I know I am.
Drunk History, oddly enough, Drunk History got canceled, even though it was already in the preliminary filming for its 7th season.
Ooh.
But then the lockdown hit, and I guess everyone just decided that's enough.
So I guess that's like a Game of Death situation where 10 years from now they'll reuse that footage as some sort of Frankenstein project.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
With a cardboard cutout of Daniel Tosh, because he's dead at that point.
Yeah, and he's like, wow, that's wacky. Imagine if these people got raped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be watching Matrix 6, and it'll be on the TV in there or something.
Wait, Drunk? Yes.
Yeah, they're going to use the...
This is making... There's a lot of streams going on right now.
Yeah.
Don't want to get them crossed.
So, as for Daniel Tosh himself, of course, he doesn't. He gets the dignity of having one final season, which is going to start airing September 15th, and will bring the show to 300 episodes.
And we're going to watch that on the pod.
Yeah, we have to now. You said it.
Oh, God. Don't make me do this. There's nothing that could possibly be funny about Season 12 of Tosh.0.
To be fair, there wasn't anything funny about the first season.
Well, yeah. But yeah, this is all part of a general cost-cutting initiative to cut back on their live-action slate and focus more on animated projects, particularly animated projects that were famous in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm just picturing, though, like, there's like a wacky home video clip that he plays, and when it cuts back to him, he's, like, traumatized by it, like, hyperventilating, like, deeply...
Oh, that's a finale?
Yeah.
That'd be a good finale. I like that.
Oh, the camera just pans away as he struggles to stay standing.
Yeah, and the credits just
and
roll over silence.
Yeah, Suicide is Painless starts playing.
And I'm picturing it's like a clip of like a kid on his tricycle and a dog like knocks him over or something.
That'd be a good ending.
Or no, he sees that clip of the dog when the guy's like, do a flip! And the dog hits itself on the concrete.
Yeah,
and he just freaked out.
That would be good stuff. So yeah, it looks like that's going to be it for these shows. Also, Comedy Central, it seems like, is going the way of MTV, where there's about like there's copious amounts of reruns of the same show, and then maybe one new show will show up every other day at 8.
I'm waiting for
it's a good show time.
I'm waiting for a show where there's just a guy on screen wearing a wife beater and sunglasses, and he's just telling you laugh.
Laugh.
Oh, you mean my new project coming to Comedy Central?
What's it called?
Second laugh.
Oh, nice.
So, are you going to be on camera, or are you just the director?
Oh, I'm the director of photography and executive producer.
Wow. Executive producer,
Yeah, no.
Stairmaster. And Dick Wolf?
Yeah, no, Jai Courtney's gonna be the wife beater guy.
That makes sense. He's got the charisma for it. So let's go from a blunder of errors to a different blunder of errors.
No comedy whatsoever.
No, there's no comedy in this central hub. In September, Netflix is planning on releasing a French film called Mignones.
Oh?
About Vince McMahon. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's how they say it over there.
It's going to be about an 11-year-old girl from Senegal who moves to a poor neighborhood in Paris and with her very conservative family and befriends a group of other kids who are into a twerk-based hip-hop dance troupe.
Excuse me?
It's going to be like a fun little kids movie, About,
so it's like Breakin' 2, Boogaloo.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo, correct. And it's going to be... it's a little sort of pointed movie about how young girls can react when exposed to overtly sexual attitudes and female objectification in media. So naturally, Netflix decided to advertise this in America by objectifying all of the children involved. Have you guys seen this? Do I have to post this for you guys?
I've seen it.
I
don't want to look at it again.
Okay, good. So yeah, this photo was making the rounds of this, I guess the seminal dance troupe. And, it's a problem. How would you describe this, Kyorain? You don't describe it in detail, please.
Bad.
There are children and there's a lot of skin showing also.
Yeah.
Not a fan. I don't know.
Tune out.
I don't know who decided to put this front and center on a film.
Yeah, it also does a job of highlighting the synopsis on Netflix does a job of highlighting the main character's femininity. That's the exact quote. So this sounds like a problem.
Yeah, I don't like how everyone in charge of our media is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Or indifferent.
Do you think the reaction would be different if if the name of this wasn't Cuties in English?
Probably.
And instead was titled Little St. James, maybe, or...
if it was titled Little St. James, I think people would think there's
Or like Lolita Express.
Yeah, that would be cops called right there.
That would be very complicated, but there would still be an outcry, just not as big.
Or if it was just called Wayfair.
Okay, that one's a bit more abstract.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the title and the context definitely does matter for this.
Yeah. Oh, it's also important to note that I think I saw some people giving Netflix flack for naming it Cuties, but that is actually just the exact French translation. So,
yeah, but the French poster isn't the same.
Well, yes, the poster is not the problem. The poster is the problem. The naming is not. I think, because that's that's just how it's translated. I think perhaps the advertising is the issue that we should all be focusing on.
They decided
America's a problem.
This is the image that was going to get the most attention.
Yeah, we need to establish a new caliphate. That's my take from all of this.
Caliphate.
Yeah.
Expand on that.
Yeah.
Expand.
We need to return to Sharia law.
Oh.
To protect the children.
All right. I don't see any problems with that.
Yeah.
So Netflix did decide to eventually step in and issue an apology, announcing that the offended imagery had been replaced.
Well, what did they replace it with?
I don't know. I haven't seen any replacements yet. But Netflix also wouldn't confirm whether or not the poster was made in-house or by an advertising agency. But it did acknowledge that the image was, quote, not okay, and, quote, not representative of this French film, which premiered at Sundance. Weird to add that into your apology, but okay.
Okay.
You didn't have to add that it premiered at Sundance.
Sounds a little defensive.
I think the idea here is that Netflix mostly gets advertiser agencies to do this kind of stuff, right? And some gross advertising exec was just like, "What do you think of this?" And they were like, "Greenlit it."
Yeah, apparently they don't check the final product or anything.
Well, that
the person looking at the final product.
Netflix has so much shit that they
type.
probably just greenlit. They have a guy who just greenlights stuff every day. He goes into work and he greenlights.
You can't really see images anymore.
Yeah.
The brain is just...
I could definitely imagine somebody seeing this and just saying, "Oh, that looks innocent. Green light."
Yeah, not thinking anything else into it. Yeah.
He looks at it for like 1 second, and he just sees a mesh of colors because he's so desensitized to any sort of symbolic imagery.
Well, he works for Netflix. He doesn't need this. He never sees symbolic imagery. Anyway, yeah, good on old Johnny Netflix for saving the day here after causing an issue. So yeah, that's it for the news.
Yeah. Tune out on Netflix.
Yeah, it sounds like a tune out on Netflix. Wait, we're watching a Netflix show for tonight.
Ooh. I wonder if these two things are connected.
What are we gonna do? All right, so
They actually are kind of connected if you think about it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I could see the 6 degrees of separation.
I don't want to think anymore.
Well, why start now? So with that out of the way, that's it for the news. Let's get to a segment near and dear to everyone's hearts. Keo, you said you had something going on here. You were gonna put in here.
Yeah, so there was a recent announcement I got on my phone from...
Great place to get announcements.
From the Banisher.
Yeah, we have been getting messages from the Banisher, and I'm not too keen on it.
Yeah, I just got a picture of their legs.
Oh. Can you describe this for us?
That'd be rude.
So they must be nice legs.
Yeah?
I don't know if I should say yes or not.
Well, the Banisher's listening, so...
They're nice.
Okay. So, I don't have a picture of the Banisher's legs. I just have a message from the Banisher saying, Swanhouse in Denver, airlift in progress. Completion, and it has a timestamp which correlates to right now.
Ooh!
That sounds like it's time to get welcome to Swanhouse.
Yeah, so...
Oh shit!
So
it's here!
Yeah. There it is.
Wow.
So Swanson, here's what's going to happen. There's a new Swan House in town.
Mm-hmm.
Or an old one.
You're going to be getting
technically it's the same Swan House. It's just in a
Denver,
different town.
And you're going to give us a tour of Swan House.
All right, sure. So let's go on out. Let's go on into it.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
Here, yeah, as you can see here, the front, only the front, of course, of this house. The front of the house from Full House.
What? Oh, I never caught that.
Yeah.
That must have costed a lot.
How did you not catch it with the animatronic family from Full House out in front?
Yeah, they are waving.
Yeah, it's kind of creeping me out.
I can turn it off.
Why are their eyes following me?
Well, that's just what they're made to do because they're animatronic. They follow motion.
I'm just standing here, though.
Well, you walked over there.
Yeah. Also, if you look at the back of the house, that's the back of the house from Family Matters. Most people don't see that part, but it's there.
Oh, did I never have a scene in the backyard?
I'm sure there were scenes in the backyard, but like I said, most people, you don't recognize that back of the house.
Well, that's really impressive, Swanson. I'm glad you had this attention to detail at your house.
Yeah.
What's the most famous TV sitcom back of the house? It's got to be like The Simpsons or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because they got a lot of backyard scenes on those shows.
Yeah. Oh well. Before we were so rudely shuffled to Denver, I was working on getting the beach house from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, finally, a place where I can live.
Yeah, I was planning on making it a place for Stairmaster to sort of hang out.
Why not me?
Ow! Ow!
Well, Keo, you're living your own sort of Cali lifestyle usually.
Well, not luxurious like that.
Yeah.
The Jesse animatronic slapped me.
I guess we could throw Stairmaster out of my house, jazz style.
You mean DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Well, he was only referred to as Jazz on the show.
I wish my name was Jazz.
Yeah. Speaking of which, DJ Jazzy Jeff is inside this house cooking up something for us.
Ooh, may I speak to him?
No. He's not to be disturbed while cooking. Yeah, so as you guys walk past here, you'll notice this is the authentic couch from the show Step by Step. It's a very TGIF theme that I'm going for here.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, I don't even know what the premise of that one is.
Well, it's almost as if I could have told you this was the couch from there, and you wouldn't have noticed either way.
Oh.
All right, so...
Well, you're a friend, so you're probably telling the truth.
So, Swanson, I noticed you kind of whisked us past this other door. And, yeah, what's up with this room? What is TV taxidermy room?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It's just sort of like a hangout space.
Yeah.
Hey, is the Full House family animatronic supposed to move around?
Yeah, it's an animatronic.
I mean, like, change their location?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Oh, okay. Because they're at the window now.
Yeah, they turn to face the movement, sir.
Yeah, just keep an eye on them with the security camera, and keep an eye on your energy meter.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you can go into the TV taxidermy room if you really want. It's kind of unfinished.
Yeah, I want to see what's in here.
All right. I mean, it's just my taxidermy collection of some popular TV characters.
Oh, I thought it was going to be television.
Who have since been deceased.
Yeah, who do you have in here? Hopefully you have James Gandolfini.
Yeah, there's James Gandolfini over there in the corner. And Tony Soprano, obviously.
Is that Dr. Huxtable?
That's right. He's I sort of put him in here after the charges because I figured he's pretty much as good as dead.
Yeah.
Also over there in
Uncle
the corner.
Phil!
Wait, Dr. Phil's not supposed to be in here.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Hey, did his eyes just move?
Oh, Dr. Phil's here. He's alive.
Ah! Howdy there, fellas. I'm Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, can you resolve our conflicts between the three hosts here?
Let's sit down and talk it out. What's your problem here, boy?
Boy?
I don't think I like the tone that you're putting me on here, Dr. Phil.
Oh, he's a young fella, you know.
I don't know if I like what you're doing here, Dr. Phil. Maybe you should get out of Swanhouse.
You need me, Swanson.
I
couldn't afford those animatronics without me.
I got DJ Jazzy Jeff. I'm good.
Dr. Phil, I need to talk to you about Swanson. So, for the past, it's been like years now, Swanson's been convinced that, first of all, he's a host of some kind of podcast.
What's a podcast?
Yeah.
You mean one of those radio shows on the computer?
Yeah, so
that's right.
Swanson here, he thinks he's a host of a podcast called TV Tuners.
Yeah, I'm the host of TV Tuners.
Well, that is a nice name.
Yeah, it's filled with great TV content.
It's not true, though, so what do we do about this?
Have you considered electrocuting him? Or slapping him?
Well, I've slapped him, and he gets angry.
Wow, no wonder this guy's not an official doctor.
How about your friend there, the lanky fella? Maybe he could slap him. I got weak arms. But I can try. Swanson, come here.
No. Ow! Stop that.
Now you know how I felt when your stupid robot slapped me.
Alright, so Swanson, are you over your delusion?
No, we're recording the TV Tuners podcast right now in Swanhouse.
Okay.
I mean, there are a couple of boom mics hanging above your head.
Yeah. Would they be there if we weren't recording? The best thing to use for recordings is boom mics.
Oh my god, am I the delusional one here?
Maybe.
We're all a little bit insane here in Swanhouse.
Yeah, who are
Thank you
talking
so
to
much,
right now,
Dr.
Kia?
Phil. You've cured me.
Kia,
My life
what?
has turned around.
Huh? Who are you
Did you
talking
say
about?
Swanson?
Kia, what are you doing? We're just done with the news.
Yeah.
Huh? What? Where am I?
You're recording the podcast, and you went into some sort of
Yeah.
fugue state while we talked about our third news item. You know, about how Quibi
Yeah.
got bought out by Shell, by
yeah.
Shell gasoline.
Oh, are we done
Ooh.
talking about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just go back. Just lay down, Kia. Why don't you go watch some more Gundam?
All right, I'll drink. I'll
calm your nerves.
drink my calm juice.
Oh, that's liquor.
Well, with that out of the way, let's get to our main event, huh? Kia's calm now, and I think it's perfect timing for us to talk about what we watched this week. Our main event, the Netflix program, Teenage Bounty Hunters.
What's this about?
After banging up their father's truck, high school students and fraternal twins, Sterling and Blair Wesley, fall into bounty hunting for a grizzled bounty hunter named Bowser Simmons in order to pay for the truck's damages, and without their parents knowing.
Oh my god, these names. I love them. Why would you name your daughter Sterling?
Because they're rich white people, Stairmaster. What are you talking about?
Okay, why would you name your son Bowser?
I don't know if Bowser's his actual name.
Oh.
It's just what they call him. If I were a bounty hunter, I would not go by my actual name.
Yeah, his real name is King Koopa.
Yeah. To be fair, there's apparently a rival bounty hunter who shows up whose name is Terrence Coyne.
That sounds like,
And he's played by Method
character-
Man.
that sounds like a character from, like, what was that show? Revengeman or whatever the hell? With the chick who was fat, became skinny.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Unsatiable.
talking about. Yeah, Insatiable.
Yeah. Oh. I like my title
You
better.
said revengement? You made up a word.
Yeah, I
Is
did.
it revenge and judgment? That sounds like a great that sounds like a current day Steven Seagal action movie.
Or maybe a Scott Adkins film.
Yeah.
Like Avengement.
Yeah, it's
Starring Scott
it's
Adkins.
the sequel, Revengement.
Oh, they might do that. You never know.
So yeah, Teenage Bounty Hunters. What did this leave you guys searching for bounties, or did it leave you guys with a damaged truck?
Will you survive?
You almost had it, Swanson.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't we get into it?
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like it's a land of contrasts.
Yes, I think more than almost anything we've watched, at least in recent memory, this is the most conflicted I've been about a show. So we open up here, and it's a very long opening of the two twins, our pair, in different sort of situations sexually.
Escapades.
And it's okay, I guess. It's not really funny.
I mean, it's kind of amusing how the one guy's like, "Oh Jesus, please make my boner stop."
Yeah, that's like a chuckle, I guess, or like a, huh. But like, there's nothing like that's very funny in this. I will say that
It does not
later
pop.
moments of the show are funny.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about introducing characters by just showing them making sexual time. I don't really.
Yeah. It would be one thing if it was like they were like cracking jokes and being like, it's weird. It's a weird tone setting, I think.
Like if we saw the guy's dick and it was really weird looking, that'd be funny.
Well, I don't know if I need that, but
They can't
Yeah,
show that
maybe
on
not.
Netflix, can they?
I'm sure they could.
Like it looks like something. It looks like the tower that rises up when the eclipse happens in Berserk.
Oh no!
Behold my icon of sin.
But after
Zip.
after that happens, the two of them are like getting in their dad's car and heading off. One of them mentions that coconut oil is nature's lube, which is a good reminder.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Helpful advice. Best wishes.
And then they hit a guy, and the premise gets going real quick.
Yeah, that's a very 0 to 60.
Yeah. And I would say it might be a little jarring, but I'm honestly for a Netflix show to do that, I'm going to have to give it kudos.
For not making us wait 2 episodes to see them start bounty hunting.
10 episodes for them.
Yeah, for us to not have to wait the whole season for them to actually be bounty hunters. They just get to it before the credits even start rolling.
Call me teenage. Call me bounty hunter.
Call me teenage. Teenage Skywalker.
It's just literally like he pulls out a gun, then they have guns, and another guy with a gun shows up. It's just,
she just teleports. The good sister teleports behind him with the shotgun.
Yes. Also, they mentioned that they're fraternal twins a little bit beforehand, I guess to make up for the fact that they don't really look anything alike.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, they this scene here is a little, like, I think it's edited weirdly. At least until Bowser shows up.
It's very ADD.
Bowser, played by the former Dwayne Wade of A Different World, the Cosby Show spinoff. Dwayne Wayne.
Wow.
Dwayne Wade is a different person. Dwayne Wayne.
Dwight Wade.
Okay.
All right, so here's my nice thing about representation.
Okay.
Ooh.
So they introduced a black character early on in this program, and unlike the last show we watched, he didn't just die.
Oh,
So
okay.
kudos for that.
That's good. Good stuff.
It's true.
Yeah, I'll say one negative. I'll match Keo here and say one negative thing about the representation here. It has nothing to do with Bowser himself necessarily, but it does have to do with the fact that he's the only character who isn't completely white in this cast. Which is I think it might be I think it might be part of like the fact that these
social critique,
the social dichotomy of these two teenagers, but
there's another black character, but he's kind of co-opted by the system.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'll do 2 negative things in a row here. They have a whole thing with this country club where there's a clear Confederate flag in the background. And they don't really address it.
I don't think they're supposed to be sympathetic. I think the show does not.
Well, they're not supposed to be sympathetic, but the girls themselves don't seem too taken aback by it.
They probably haven't been taught what the Confederacy was.
Yeah, it is actually pretty common in the South to be taught that it was a states' rights thing.
Yeah, I guess it's true. They are in a private school, though. So I guess more
so
reasons
they're probably taught that the Confederacy was the good guys.
Yeah, especially when you're in they go to like a private Christian academy.
Mm-hmm. And there's like some Game of Thrones stuff going on with who's going to be the fellowship leader.
Yeah, I could care less about that part. That's the part. Like on a scene by scene basis, I was either enjoying or disliking the show.
Oh, it's very uneven.
And I think mainly it finds its groove when they're bounty hunting, when they're like doing the thing that's in the title. And when they're not, I'm just not feeling it. Like the stuff with them in the yogurt shop with Bowser, that's funny stuff. When they're at the country club trying to find the guy, that's funny. These 2 leads for Sterling and Blair have good chemistry. Like they're very fun together, and it makes those scenes where they're just doing their own thing good. But then when they have to interact with like snotty teenagers in their school or like their parents who are like extremely privileged, it falls a little short for me.
Can I say that they kind of introduced the twin telepathy thing here in a really abrupt manner?
Yeah, there's no like...
That's kind of a big shift.
Yeah, it took me a second to figure out what they were going for, but I do like it as both a technique. It's a fun little directing technique, and also, fun little gag, fun little joke here.
Yeah, it's really abrupt. You don't know what's happening when it happens.
I didn't know that was going to be on the table, this sort of shift from reality, because everything up to then was kind of grounded.
Yeah. It is a very abrupt sort of thing, but I found myself when it returns for the classic three-peat. I enjoyed it the other 2 times way more, knowing that it was going to be a thing. The first time is extremely jarring. But yeah, so this guy Bowser comes out and he's like, "You guys must be bounty hunters too. Thanks for catching my perp. I'll give you 20%. Then he runs away, so they managed to bring it up to 50%.
We learned that Bowser he can only run like 3 feet before running out of breath.
Yeah, apparently he's not a well in shape man. Maybe that's why he owns an ice cream or yogurt place. He's a frozen yogurt connoisseur, so he's not really in shape.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. This guy, he's sort of like a comic relief character for them.
But he's also like the mentor.
Yeah, it's an odd beat.
Yes.
Where he's like the mentor figure, but also like, I guess, slight comic relief. He works at this place that they find later called Yogurtopia, where they're going to be their cover job.
And I can see they put a lot of effort into making sure this guy's not creepy as well.
Yeah, like there's nothing about what he actually says or does, because there's a definite potential, if you're not careful with your writing, that a guy who is teaming up with 2 teenage girls as bounty hunters could be quite problematic. And then you add in the race elements, which could add in a whole other thing if you're not careful.
You two are so good at bounty hunting for your age.
Yeah. I want to see them. I want to see the alternate universe where they bumbled it completely.
This would be a much different episode, I'll tell you that much.
So they just get Nick Coulter to play Bowser, and he's the love interest.
Oh, you were
inside me.
What? Oh, so he's in the pegging?
Yeah. So yeah.
Interesting.
So they try to they need to get like more money because they don't have enough money to fix the car. It's an expensive car.
The truck.
Yeah, they took their dad's truck out and then they got wrecked. So they have to find more money, and so they're like, "Hey, you got any more jobs or anything?" He's like, "Listen, I can't. I have money. I have like rent and stuff. I can't just like let you take all my jobs." So they're like, "Well, we might know the person who you're after. And it's apparently this lady that they have problems with in school. It's her dad, who is wanted on bail for something."
Which is kind of weird for like, why doesn't he just pay his bail?
Yeah, it seems like you could easily just pay your bail. This guy has his own helicopter. He can't pay his bail.
I thought the idea was he paid the bail and then didn't return back to like court or whatever at this specific time.
That seems more likely, but also weirder. It just doesn't seem, it doesn't fit, it doesn't jive with me that a rich person would be suffering consequences like this.
Yeah, you'd have to be a lot more prostitutes.
Yeah, it couldn't just be one.
And then at that point, it'd be like national news, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it the prostitute beating that got him in trouble or the adultery?
I'm pretty sure it was the beating of a prostitute that got him in trouble.
Yeah, like the ShamWow guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think like the adultery is probably what made these angry Christians more upset.
Oh yeah, that's probably the part where he was like, yeah, I don't know what the idea is here with this guy, but they want to go after him and they find him in this like clubhouse. They have this scene with this guy whose name is like Malcolm or something.
X.
Yeah, no, his name is Miles. He has like a thing for Blair for some reason. It's a little gag that they run.
Is it because she's attractive, do you think?
Let me think. It's possible. I wouldn't say she's attractive, though. Because I'm not going to talk about an underage person like that.
No.
I'd be very careful to make any comment about these characters' appearances.
Yeah, these women do not have physical appearances at all, is my take.
Yeah. And a good one. A good take.
We're going to have to address this. These characters are sexualized.
Oh, yeah. Well, which one is it? Blair? It's constantly showing off her cleavage.
Yeah. I mean,
tank top.
I don't think they're sexualized to a degree that it's like extremely problematic or anything. I think it's just the showcase that like these are teenagers and they're
teenagers are sexual, so it's something realistic. It's just you have to be real careful. It made me a little uncomfortable at parts.
I think I think there's a line that you have to tread with this, and I don't think the show really goes over it too much. In any way that, like, I'm going to call foul on, necessarily. So, yeah.
Horny, it's prohibited.
They have a point here where they want to capture this guy, but they hear him talk about how he's taken the fall for his, like, business partner or something, which is clearly him just, like, saving face from after he actually, did some shit. But it's also a slightly more clever in terms of Netflix way of padding the episode length.
Yeah, this probably could have been a 40-minute deal.
I'm still going to give them the benefit here because a lot happens in this episode. And even if, like, the bounty itself could have been wrapped up super quick, this the episode itself has, like, a good pace to it, so I'm not going to, like, criticize them for standard Netflix pacing.
I mean, I guess it had a narrative purpose, though. It did show that these characters are not amoral.
Yes, which is the thing that you might expect when you read the title.
Yeah.
Well, yes. All teenagers are sociopaths.
Yeah, that's something that I've learned from watching teenage comedies.
Yeah, for a brief period of time, they believed this story, and they said, we can't get this guy.
And then Bowser shows them video footage of him being arrested after beating a prostitute, and they're like, "Oh, huh." Well, I guess he is an asshole after all.
What if it's a deep fake?
Yeah, you think? Yeah. Do you think Q's behind it?
Maybe Bowser is Q.
Q's upset about it.
Yeah,
and he says that the truth is going to be revealed in 3 weeks.
Ooh, I like that. And and I'm sure in 3 weeks we're going to get all the info we need and nothing more.
I can't wait.
So yeah, I appreciate that this moves quickly because we don't even get, like, numerous episodes of them trying to scam their parents. Their dad finds out about the thing pretty quickly, and they get in trouble for it. And then, like, they have to hold down jobs, so this gives them another reason to continue bounty hunting past their, monetary obligation.
Yeah, because the labor situation in America, not so good.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy, though, when you're rich and white. Is this a problem with the premise at all? I feel like it's baked into it that all of these people are, like, very privileged, right?
I think, yeah.
I think that's what they're going for here.
Yeah, I think maybe we need another scene of them, like, getting owned because of their hubris and lack of real-world experience.
I mean, there's, like, a joke in here where the parents talk about how public school is terrible, which, like, fair, but also I don't need to hear rich people talking about it.
They don't
using it
really
as a punishment for their children.
Yeah, they don't really want to dwell on class or race issues. They'll mention them, like they'll talk about how this country club is racist.
Yes,
but
we get to hear them talking about hear their fucked up perception of what public schooling is like, but their perceptions are never conflicted with reality in a meaningful way, at least for the parents.
So that's my nice representation statement here, is that they acknowledge that racism exists.
Oh, yeah.
Ding ding.
That's good. That's a win.
Yeah,
that's a win for democracy. As Hamilton would say, raise a glass to freedom. So yeah, they eventually track this guy down to his private island. Wait, is it a private island? I think it's just a resort. I think it's like a beachside thing, right? There's no way they could have gotten to a private island.
I thought it was just his backyard.
No, he has, like,
it was they had to, like, track it down. It was not, like, at his house.
Oh, yeah. They had the thing about the Twitter hashtag.
Yes, which is why they send a picture of Blair's boobs to get a friend request so they can track him.
What did you all think of that picture?
I thought, oh, that's a fun gag. That's a fun gag there.
Yeah, same.
That's a funny gag. That's a funny gag. So they get to this guy, and they showcase that they're actually pretty good bounty hunters. They're doing, like, all sorts of gun tricks and shit. They're sweeping the guy's legs, knocking him,
They
knocking him out.
They CQC him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like a Coen Brothers like twist here where things go wrong and they accidentally kill him.
No, I don't. From the beginning, or from what I got from the episode up to that point, I was not expecting anything like that because that would pivot it in such a direction that it
That'd
would
be interesting. That'd be fun though for this like set up these.
Yeah, based off of what I can tell from the other episodes, it seems like this is going to be something rare in the modern era, which is a sort of bounty of the week type show with a longer sort of like thing going on in the background.
Yeah, so they kind of did make sure to establish a very low lethality level in this program because the guy at the beginning had a gun, but that was quickly forgotten.
Yeah, well, and Bowser has collected 4 of the 7 Dragon Balls.
Yeah, you see him sitting in his office, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sort of an ominous sign, I think. Because you don't know what he's doing with them yet.
He's probably going to wish to be young and thin.
You think?
Do you think he's that vain?
Do you think that... You get the impression from him that that's what he wants?
He seemed very upset about being short of breath in this introductory scene.
He seemed a little
more
upset,
salads.
but... Yeah, he's going to eat more salad. I don't think he has any ambitions to magically grant himself that. Why would he even think about the salad? But
if he got the Dragon Balls, he wouldn't have to eat salad.
So here's what he would say if he was going to do that. He would say, "Oh, I need those Dragon Balls."
Yeah. And that would be a different pace altogether for this show. But yeah, so we can assume that some of these bounties are going to be carrying Dragon Balls on them.
Well, at least 3 of them.
Yes. So yeah, I think we near the end here where like they tell their parents that they got a job at Yogurtopia, but really they're working with Bowser. Bowser susses out that they're not bounty hunters because he's a fucking professional. I appreciate this a lot, honestly, because most writers would be tempted to just let him be ignorant, but they don't. They let him immediately figure it out within the first episode that like they're lying, obviously.
I think he knew that. Yeah, I think it would have been funny if he just didn't tell them that until episode 10.
Yeah, but then it would still be the same gag, just with like a little bit of a cop out. I think it's better here because it establishes that this is like he's not like some like bumbling buffoon.
He's just out of shape. That's all.
Yeah,
and also he's black, which is like a big disadvantage in this setting.
Well, yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a major malice to his career.
He's playing on hard mode with this one.
Yeah, he pretty much says, like, I only work with these 2 girls because they're rich white girls who can get me access to places that I would never get into as a big black man.
And we end with a shot of what appears to be their mother on a wanted poster.
Yeah, $900,000.
So something's going on there. That's a nice little clue in there. Of future shenanigans. So yeah, that's about it for Teenage Bounty Hunters. Final thoughts?
A little shaky, but it's got some moments.
Rough around the edges makes me a little uneasy, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's hard because like there's a lot of stuff in it that I thought was rough.
There are some scenes that seem like they're from a different show.
Yes, but it's got potential. I think I'm going to give it a light tune in.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so that's that's a round of tune-ins for Teenage Bounty Hunter. Congratulations.
So Swanson, I don't want to alarm you, but did you say your second mean thing about the representation here?
Yeah, I did it earlier when I was talking about how the Confederate flag was in the background and no one seems to care.
Yeah, that should have been like a little emergency broadcast banner at the bottom saying the show does not endorse white supremacy in any shape, way, or form.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they did show the flag and then show a guy scumbagging in front of it. So
yeah, I guess that tracks. I don't know. The representation's whatever in this show. There's one black character, and I think that's on purpose. I think because of the setting that, like, it makes sense that there's a lot of gorgeous white people hanging out here.
Yeah.
And the only 2 black characters you see are a bounty hunter and then one who's working as a serf, essentially.
Yeah, and he has like a cartoon bulging eyes for this girl and gives her the information.
Yeah. He's a recurring character, apparently, so it's good to know that that's like a thing that won't just be a one-off gag.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man.
Oh, that's why his name's Miles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Looking at it here, it does say full name, Miles Morales. Wow.
Yeah, and for some reason, he has the nickname Spider-Man between...
Yeah, interesting. Huh. Well, I look forward to that development. There's also a character here who called...
Oh, do you think Spider-Man's going to want the Dragon Balls to bring his uncle back to life?
That's what he wants?
I think that's the conflict, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a character here in the recurring characters section called Horny Lorna.
Oh boy.
Wow, we got a real Fire Force situation going on here.
Yeah. Anyway, that seems like a tune-in for Teenage Bounty Hunters. And that's about it for this week's episode of the show. As always, of course, I'd like to mention that if you like the podcast and you want to support us, consider giving us some money over at Buy Me a Coffee. We have a Buy Me a Coffee page you can find at TV Tuners on Twitter. It's in our bio, the Buy Me a Coffee page.
Mm-hmm.
And
also, even better than giving us money is telling your friends about the podcast. Tell them, hey, check out these Toon Boys. They're real laugh right. They made me smile and laugh.
Yeah, they're tuning in, they're tuning out, they're tuning all over the place. And if you're done with tunes and you want to get to some anime, we have the Bleach Cast, the 1000-Year Bleach Cast, every Thursday. It's a little bonus podcast where we go through the multimedia franchise known as Bleach. And with all
featured
that
a hot
out of the
topic, by the way.
Yeah, it is that hot topic. You can go there now. Wear your mask. And with all that out of the way, I think that's about it for this week. We'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Till then, keep watching. Bye. It's over.
Hey folks, it's time for the TV Tuners Fact of the Week. Did you know that Stairmaster does not own a helicopter?
Perhaps.